Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are playing a Rakdos deck that has made the way I like my ladies, big and janky. Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, the person whose early life working on an ostrich farm led to the creation of the classic arcade game Joust, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by TayMalice, called Big and Janky Rakdos. Oh man, those words, they just mean so much to me. Big and janky, that sounds so good. That's, like I said, it's how I like my ladies, big and janky. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to rip through this deck super quick. We're going to talk a little about what these cards do, and then we're going to go out and crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got? We got creature kill, a little bit of mana, milling, board wipe, Sheoldred takes life away from your opponents, gives life to you. Card draw, 4/4 flying dragon, creature kill and get every creature from a graveyard and put it on your side. Burn down the houses, board wipe, or 3 little awesome devils. Chandra does a couple of creature kills and some card draw and some mana. She's a whole heck of she's big and janky. I gotta say that. There you go. She's big and janky. Let's see. This is a 4/4 flyer with the ability to play something out of your graveyard. It's either expensive at 6 or cheap at 3, depending upon how much you have in your graveyard. And Unseal the Necropolis is going to help you out with that. The other one's going to help you with that is Breach the Multiverse, because it costs you 7, but it'll mill 10, and then you get to pull cards out of each other's graveyards and put them into play under your control. All right, other than that, we got a nice collection of lands, some fast, some slow, but ultimately multicolored. What are we going to do? We're going to control the board. We're going to wipe. We're going to kill. We're going to ramp up our mana. And then eventually we're just going to start pounding people with the Sheoldreds, with the dragons, and a little bit of Chandra action. Possibly stuff out of their own graveyard. Suck it! All right, so before we go and do that, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as I attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, playing against Jessisbrained. Jessisbrained. Keep. Couple big scores. All right, 3. Let's see what we can do. What was I going to pull there? Like just a bunch of mana? No, not really. What's he got? Nothing. All right, there's a dragon. Let's just eat that guy. I don't want him to be alive. And I'll attack. He's at 20, so we're up and down to 20. I am now asked to the win. That's not great. 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 5. I'll get rid of that guy. Nice. All attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got truckloads of cards in his hand, though. All right, we're gonna pay 1, 2, 3. And all in for 4. Ossification, I would not like that. You can try to strike her down with Furious Force and Righteous Vengeance. What do we get here? You do it a couple times. That's cool. Choose up to 2. I don't know. 1, 2. And again. 1. Yeah, why not? I'll attack for 4. Good job, Dragon. Those guys usually don't stay in the air. You usually get shot almost immediately. I'll be looking at my graveyard. I think all my Breach of the Multiverses are in there. I'm going to splash in the water. I'm going to splash in the water. Alright, we're looking pretty swole. I don't think I'll appreciate it if this guy decides to board wipe. Really top of your... That's what you really want. You want to land. And we win! Suck it, suckerfish! Alright, playing against Ale the Great. So that costs 7. There's a 5, 4, 3. All right. All right, let's just see what happens on this turn. There's the guy I got to kill. Graveyard! Look at two guys. 1, 2. Alright, Dragon. Need your help. Of course, he's just going to pump it again. You got one card. That's a good sign. We can just burn down the house. Everybody's gone. Not that guy, unfortunately. But why is that not? Oh, because he came out that way. All right, whatever. What are we at? 6? That should make these guys cheaper. Who am I going to pull here? Sarah Paragon, probably good. And a 4/4. That's just a lot of land at this point. Sheoldred! And we win! Victory! Alright, we're playing against SwaggMcbagginzz. That's my given name. 1, 2. No. Okay, we'll keep that. We're going to get rid of super expensive, and we'll go with that. Nope. Aha, I'm winning. Oh, I'm losing. Alright, so if he dies, I'll have 3, which means 4. Which means I can get into a dragon here. Got the 2 black for nice Sheoldred. We got enough to kill it, unfortunately. It's just going to town. Sheoldred will help here. You gotta sacrifice something. Who's it gonna be? Two in the graveyard? That's not enough. Ooh, I had to play that Sheoldred early. Okay, well, I need... Oh, I got 5. I got plenty for 5. There we go. Yeah, you can suck it. Oh, that guy was at 6? How did that happen? I mean, you stopped your hemorrhage. That's all I can say. How are you doing? 5 in the graveyard? Alright, we got enough to go for the throat. Can put the creature out. 1 card. What's he got up there? 6? Ah. Alright, looks like I'm just going to kill you 2 points at a time now. What do you add up here? 8. Is that enough for this? Yeah, it is. Alright, we're still holding the upper hand. He's down to 1 card at a time. And he whiffed. So did I, really, but... Yeah, let's go for it. Alright, we got lethal for next turn. You got to land? Oh, he's going to shoot it. All right, fast! And you're dead! Touchdown! Lava Bears! All right, we're playing against Gdane. Gdane, mate. Ooh, okay, 3. All right, I'll keep it. I'm a big fan of 3. Fewer land, slow land, keep. Which means we can put out the slow land and these 2 right afterwards. See, I can play that for 3. This is 4. Let's move some stuff around here. Brotherhood in, it's going to do a nice job. She's just going to dance over the top of it. Alright, time to wipe the board. Because we're going to be dancing against these stupid equipment for the rest of the game. What's this going to do him? Double strike. That is just ridiculous. We got to pump up. Oh, I hate doing this. All right, there we go. Four, 5, 6. I could do 7. I can breach the multiverse. Double strike on a 6. That's some sloppy text right there. Let's see what we can get. Come on, stuff that's good. And we win! A potty pants maneuver if I ever saw one. Victory! I've been against SublimeKarma. Let's keep it. Keep the dragon asleep. All right, Riveter. And all in for 3. Too expensive. Well, I almost clicked the wrong guy. That was suck. As a Vampire Lord. Ooh, 4's not good. I can't get around that. I guess if I do the Brotherhood in, can I kill the other guy is the question. Let's see if he'll block. Look, we're getting screwed over by lands again here. It's like I got a guy that can become a land, yet I can't get him to become a land. They won't kill it. All right, we're going to go ahead and wipe the board this turn. Pop, pop. Still, 4/4 with lifelink is just horrible. All right, there we are. No block, we're cool. Sheoldred! What are we up to here? 7, not enough. Still, this will help. She wants what, 8 or more? There we go, so that would be 8. God, I'm willing to take it for this guy. Don't kill Sheoldred, though. That's my whole plan. Let's look at this guy to make him seem more interesting. Ah! Alright, he's got 9, right? So, let's just treasure token it. One, two, three, 4. And we win. Touchdown. Lava, Lava Bears. All right, so here we are with Big and Janky Rakdos, and it was fun. It was a fun deck. I mean, obviously, the word janky, it definitely felt like a janky deck. It could have been tighter. I think that's pretty much the epitome of what a good janky deck is one that's just kind of loose and carefree. This deck definitely seemed to be that way. You know, because what was it? It was weird because we were trying to mill things out. We were trying to get to that threshold of like 8 or 9 cards in people's graveyards. It's what we needed big time. It made the Capricious Hellraiser, you know, nice to play against. It made the unworded Sheoldred work perfectly. We couldn't do anything without it. I mean, she comes out, she kills something, and that's about it. So we're trying to get a bunch of things in the graveyard. And then we weren't really going to do much with it. The good thing, though, is Breach the Multiverse helped do that kind of thing. Plus, whatever kind of milling we did ahead of time means even more stuff to be able to... Well, I guess we have to select from the 10 cards that we milled or something. No, choose from player's graveyard. So anything that's in there otherwise, we get a pick from. So anything we did earlier was good. So this had a nice feel to it. It was interesting. I liked it quite a bit. All right, who was the MVP? Let me take a look here. Who was the MVP? You know, ended up being Atsushi the Blazing Sky. People just, I don't know, they were killing him today like they normally were. So him coming out as being a flying blocker with 4/4, he was the big boy that actually kept things at bay. And I don't know why. Maybe the meta shifted to where they're not just killing dragon spirits right out of the air like they used to. The other one I was looking forward to always was Unseal the Necropolis. Just because the thing is that I could never get creatures. Never. I don't know. It seems like there's plenty of creatures in here. Yeah, with this deck, it was just land after land after land and non-creatures that would go right into my graveyard. Almost never able to bring them back. Anyway, still, I thought it was fun. I thought it was interesting. I would have never chosen to play with it myself. I'm glad that I found a deck that kind of had it in it and has a purpose. It was kind of interesting. All right, was this deck competitive? I ended up playing with a 50% win rate. Oh, poor Big and Janky. Still, you know, 50's not bad. It was an okay deck. If anything, I felt the biggest problem was mana. How much mana is in here? It is 26. Yeah, there's 26 in here. Yeah, I still had so much problem getting the additional mana that I needed. Like usually I'd top out at 3 and I'd just be like, I can't do anything with this. You know, we put out the Requisitioner hoping he would die. Nothing. You know, and then it's like, it just couldn't happen. Big scores, you know, you're just trying to push to try to get into that area where you can finally get Chandra or the 7s, the 6 and 7s you need there. Man, it was so hard. Or just to burn down the house trying to get that going. I don't know what it is. There is 26 mana in here, yet I could not get it. Plus, there's a lot of slow mana too. And we'd put it out and it would just sit there and be tapped like an idiot. So yeah, mana was the biggest problem, I think, that kept this thing from being competitive. The cards were actually really good. It was the mana I was fighting against the vast majority of the time. Some people might say it was the shuffler was out to get me, and that very well could be true. I believe this deck is definitely worth playing, though, so I'm not going to give it a high competitive ranking, but it's worth playing regardless. So we'll just say it's not the most competitive. God, how much did I play? Eight rounds. It's 50-50. Maybe you do better the more I played it, but I don't know. Let's see. Number 2 is, was it fun? And I did have fun playing the deck. You know, the thing is, anytime I can play Burn Down the House, that is fantastic. Brotherhood End is practically Burn Down the House, except for the thing I like about Burn Down the House, number 1, is the art. Art on that is just so incredibly cool. Number 2, I love it when the little devils come out and roll around. Love that. Love that. This one, all it does is, 3 damage to each creature in Planeswalker. It's a good effect. Or artifact, kills all artifacts mana 3 or less. Sometimes that's useful. But still, between the two of them, they do a good job of control. So anyways, because of that, it makes it a little fun because it gives you a little breathing room. And then your other creatures can come out and do what they need to do. Yeah, this was definitely Big and Janky Rakdos. It's just exactly like it's being talked about. Was this deck interesting? Absolutely. I think the jank of it totally made it interesting. Unseal the Necropolis and the Capricious Hellraiser are 2 cards I just don't really play with. And so when I saw they were in here, I thought, yeah, why not? Why not? You know, let's just see what TayMalice was aiming for when he put this deck together. And they were fun. I mean, Capricious Hellraiser is just a 4/4 flying. But it's nice because when you put them into play, you're able to grab, you know, some non-creature spell and play it for free. And a lot of times it's like go for the throat or, man, I don't know. Was there a limit to it? Nope. Which means it could potentially be Breach the Multiverse, which would be super cool. That never happened when I played it, but it could. But it could. Anyways, so yeah, I think that the janky aspect of it really led towards this deck being interesting. Really led to it. All right, so let's add that up. Was it competitive? Nah, not really. Was it fun? Yeah, it was pretty fun. Was it interesting? Totes my goats. It really was. All right, so because of that, I'm going to give this deck an A-. Yeah, the competitive really counts a lot. And just because I had a real hard time putting it together, you know, this deck is going to get an A-. I mean, anything in the A category is definitely worth playing. I would say pull this thing out. I think that the strategy that this deck embodies was very interesting and is worth trying out to get a feel for how that works. Unseal the Necropolis was definitely a worthy card. I just kind of wish that I actually had more creatures for it to bring back. My hit rate for creatures with the card was like 4% or something. It was just ridiculous. All right, so A-. That means that if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.